Banks are shutting down accounts for no apparent reason, or so we think. Now, I've been talking about this for over a year now, how this is a growing issue in the banking industry, how one day you can wake up and your bank account is just shut down. But most recently, there's a massive story that's growing around Donald Trump and how Donald Trump literally calls out Bank of America, Chase Bank for not banking with conservatives. Yeah, you heard me right. He's stating that banks don't like you based on your actual political views, which is pretty wild. But listen, I don't put anything past these banks, to be honest with you.
You start opening your bank to conservatives because many conservatives complain that the banks are not allowing them to do business within the bank, and that included a place called Bank of America.
And not very many people are talking about this actual view of what is going on. Because again, like I said, we have covered the issues that we've seen with banks closing down people's accounts, but we've never seen this version right here. A lot of people are stating that the Trump organization was attacked and his sons got their bank's account shut down, and a lot of their actual separate entities that they own also have their account shut down. So that's why he's lashing out. But we don't have any proof of that. That's just hearsay on the interwebs. Now, whenever I have a breaking story like this was actually sent to me through email. Someone sent it to me and said, Mike, you should really talk about this. And I was like, well, this is kind of wild. And then what I do is I put it through something called Ground News. Now, this is not promotional. I'm not paid in any way, shape, or form by Ground News, but I actually use them to decipher on whether or not this is real news. So what I do is I literally just put it in the search bar, the title of what I'm looking for, and then it'll spit out all of the articles. There are literally 78 articles on this story, which is wild because you don't hear about it very much. But then what I like about this is it will actually tell me where it's coming from. Does it actually have high factuality? Is it leaning left, leaning right? Is it leaning center? As you can see right here, this is exactly how we found the story. And then we really went to all of them trying to find one that has high factuality and center. And that's how we found Straight Arrow News. So let's look into this article and really dig into it and talk about it, because I believe that there's something else that's much, much bigger that a lot of people are not talking about. So make sure that you watch this till the end because you don't want to miss a minute. But before we get into this video, make sure that you smash that like and subscribe button so this video gets out to more people so everyone can stay aware as to what's happening in the banking industry. So now let's scroll down to this article's part where it says, during the event in Davos, Switzerland, Bank of America CEO Brian Moynihan asked Trump about how he planned to sustain economic growth. After answering the question, the president pivoted to the issue of debanking conservatives. Banks have denied these accusations, of course. Now Donald Trump stated, "You've done a fantastic job," Trump said to Moynihan, "but I hope you start opening your bank to conservatives because many conservatives complain that the banks are not allowing them to do business within the bank, and that included a place called Bank of America. They don't like conservative business." Now, I'm a business owner, and I want to be really clear that being a business owner is very, very tough. Opening up a business bank account can actually be difficult depending on the industry that you're in. So this is possibly an industry issue that a lot of people don't understand about banking. Everyone just expects to walk into a bank, put the money in, they're like, okay, I have a bank account. No, the bank has the right to deny services to you. And a lot of times, if your industry is a high risk industry, they'll deny you, or they may not catch it in the beginning and then later on they'll close your account later on also. That happens a lot with business accounts, but this isn't just business accounts. This is also personal accounts. I want to give a special shout out to all my beasters out there that are working hard to fix their credit using Dispute Beast, the most advanced AI credit repair software ever created, and specifically to Wesley, Wesley's credit score went up over 226 points after just 2 rounds with Dispute Beast. And also Marcus's credit score went up 337 points after just 2 rounds with Dispute Beast. And let's not forget Richard's credit score went up 446 points after just 1 round with Dispute Beast. Dispute Beast is going to be pinned at the very top of the comments and in the video description for anybody that needs to fix their credit. Last part's the most important. So the funny part about this interview was Moynihan just chose not to address the president's accusation in the moment, instead opting for a deflection on Bank of America's plans to sponsor the upcoming World Cup. But Bank of America later said, political ideology has no bearing on its customers' decisions. We serve more than 70 million clients and we welcome conservatives, the bank said in an email to Straight Arrow News. We are required to follow extensive government rules and regulations that sometimes result result in decisions to exit client relationships. We never close accounts for political reasons and don't have a political litmus test. So this was actually an issue that was happening a lot in 2024 when we covered it, but it turned into a really big deal when Joe Rogan got a hold of it on his podcast, and he had an actual guest on there that brought it up and started talking about it. And this is what he said. This is what his guest said. He said, there's a constitutional amendment that says the government can't restrict your speech, but there's no kind of constitutional amendment that says the government can't debank you, right? And so if they can't do the one thing, they can do the other thing and then don't have to debank you. And then government officials just have to put pressure on the private company banks to do it. And then the private company banks do it because they're expected to, but the government gets to say, we didn't do it. It was the private company that did it. And of course, JP Morgan can decide who they want to have customers with, or Bank of America and all of these other banks, of course. And this is where the industry restrictions started. And so in the article, and so a lot of this started about 15 years ago with this thing called Operation Choke Smoke, where they decided as marijuana started to become legal, as prostitution started to become illegal, and then guns, which there's always a fight about under the Obama administration, they started to debank legal marijuana businesses, escort businesses, and then gun shops, just like your gun manufacturers. So this ruffled a lot of big banks' feathers, and especially Jamie Dimon. He picked up the phone and called that guy, Mark Anderson, and he said, he's a friend of mine, and I wanted to explain to him, we have not debanked anyone because of political or religious relationships, period. I mean, do you believe the guy? Now, Jamie Dimon also stated this. Now, when we debank someone, they often blame that reason, but that's not a reason, he added. We don't bank marijuana companies because there's no federal law around it. We simply can't follow the law. If it's a federal law, we probably would. And we do bank some crypto companies, and very carefully. We are responsible in the law to fight sex trafficking, money laundering, tax avoidance. It's the Bank Secrecy Act, and we have to follow that. But again, it's not just businesses, it's regular everyday consumers. You can go on TikTok, you can go on YouTube, you can go on Instagram and search up, they closed my bank account, and you will find hundreds of videos of just regular everyday consumers having their bank account shut down by Bank of America, Wells Fargo, and Chase Bank. If you're someone that has an OnlyFans account, it's one of the number one reasons why they will shut down your account. Let's say, for instance, you're someone that has a lot of transactions going through your account. You got incoming and outgoing because you're a drop shipper, and that needs to happen. Banks don't like that either. It could be looked at as money laundering. If you're sending too many wires or receiving too many wires, that can be a reason also why they shut you down. I've said it once and I'll say it a million times. This is exactly why you do not want to bank with massive banks like Bank of America, Wells Fargo, and Chase Bank, because they just don't care about their customers. They are using AI to track every single transactions and let the AI decide on whether or not it should close the accounts. They're not going to say that, but every bank has been caught using AI technology. Because we have to think about this logically. There's no way for them to have human beings just sitting there tracking all these transactions and seeing how the money's coming in and how the money's going out. It's just not physically possible. Now, what we have seen historically is people with credit unions don't have this issue because credit unions are built for the members. They care about you. They want to keep you around. Now, if you're doing some kind of fraudulent activity, you're going to get caught by the credit union. You're not going to be able to get by that. But they are also using AI technology. So let's not say that credit unions don't use it, because Navy Federal has been caught using it also. So as Americans, stop putting your money in these big conglomerate banks. Put your money somewhere safer that is a credit union, because if not, you may wake up one day and your account is closed, and then now you're going to have to fight against the bank to try to get your money back. So I hope you enjoyed this video. We covered another big one on this massive banking issue where people's accounts are being shut down. Now make sure that you watch this next video, because it is about major credit reports and credit score changes that you may want to learn more about. And if you felt that I brought you some value in this video, make sure that you don't forget and subscribe to increase your credit score.